twist it pretty easily. Like I explained to him, all you have to do is you take one of the locks, okay, and you put some gel on it. Always put gel in the cap. You don't want to take gel out of the jar with your finger, because even though your hair is clean, even if you wash it, you're gonna get bacteria in your jar, and that'll probably cause mold. So don't put your fingers in the jar. Now you're doing a nice, I feel like I have hair caught in it. Wow, I had a whole lot coming into it. You're twisting it clockwise. You don't want it too tight, but you want it tight enough so it doesn't come out, okay? And this is the part that saved my life, that is very important to know. When you clip it down, right, you're not clipping it here. You're clipping it down here so that it pulls down and it dries flat and straight. So you're clipping it to the lock below it. And you're leaving this part out. Okay, so I'm gonna do it again. Take the next one next to it, part it with your fingers, right? Because you want your parts to show. If you do, if you don't, whatever, but I like mine too. So you part it with your finger. I use these clips if I must separate. I don't really have to right now, but because I'm trying to show you, I'm gonna just clip these pieces away. Okay, so some gel on your finger. You put gel on the new growth, right? Get it in there, and you twist it clockwise. Like I said, you always want to twist it clockwise, your whole head. That actually is one of the reasons why I restarted my twist one time, because before I knew that, I would just twist my entire head whichever way I felt like, and when it came to retwisting, it was a pain. So you want to always twist it clockwise. You get it, you pull it down once you twisted it, right? Put it underneath here. Okay? Pull it down, and you're gonna clip it to the one below it, so that it's being held down. And when it dries, it's gonna dry flat and neat, and you'll be able to see your parts. Like, that is the biggest part of it. The best tip I can give is to clip it that way, because, you know, people always say, how did you get it to be so tight? How did you get it to, you know, how did you get your parts to show? I'm not really I don't care about the parts showing. I like it to look fresh, but, you know, it's not the biggest deal. But that's the question that I always get. It's like, yo, how do you get your parts to show? You do your own hair. How do you get your parts to show? The way to get your parts to show, number one, is to separate your hair. You want it to be separated, and you can see your part. So you separate it until you can see the part. And then, like I said, you retwist the new growth, and you pull it down and clip it to the one below it. You don't clip it at the root. So again, I separated it. You see the parting, right? And just hold it out, put gel on it. I'm putting gel on the lock, right? And I'm twisting it clockwise with my fingers. The palm roll, all you do is you put it in your palm and you do this. You roll it. And palm rolling is actually very good because it gives the perfect tension on your hair. See? Pulling it down. Hold it taut. And you can usually feel where the lock below it is. Just like that. And so now it's clipped in. See? You never clip the root. Now when the back of my head, with like the very first row that I do, I clip them to each other so that I can clip the ones on top of them to that one. So like you're kind of still clipping the root, but you're just not clipping the root of the one that you're clipping. You're clipping almost the root of the next one. So yeah, that's the method. It's easy to do the back of your head. This is one of the reasons why I picked thicker locks too. I chose to start my locks out thick because I don't want to take all day doing my hair when I do it. The longer it gets, I'm going to want to spend less and less time twisting it. So again, you take it, gel it, you make sure that you parted it so that you have a nice clean start, and you twist. You can palm roll that part too. washing and twisting. Right? Now it's tight. And watch. Lay it down. And you clip to the one below it. And it stays. Simple as that. Okay, so I hope that helps, and if you need anything else, please let me know. Bye. You're twisting it clockwise with the gel, right? And you don't clip this part. You don't clip the root. You clip it down onto the one next to it. So like you see this one, I would clip the hair to the one below it. So here we go. I'm going to show you. I'm going to take this one, right? You gel it up. Gel it really good. Always twist your hair when it's wet. Don't retwist your hair when it's dry. It makes it easier and it puts less stress on your hair. So now, retwisted the new growth, right? It was nice and tight. Now you're clipping it to the one down here. So you can usually feel it with your hand. And that's it. And that's what keeps it tight. That's what keeps it flat and tight. Instead of having puffy roots, it stays tight like this. Alright?